What's up everyone, welcome back to the Durbin Compound. If you haven't met me already, my name is Devin Durbin. If you have been around the channel, I appreciate you watching and I'm glad to see you back here. If you haven't found my channel already and you found me in the Google search or you just searched what this video is all about, please consider subscribing because I got all kinds of cool man stuff going on around here. So we're going to roll from this video right into a tool review on a Gorilla ladder and some other cool things. Now, if you've watched my channel for a while, I started back in December, and about that time I was doing a lot of work in the garage because it was cold outside, there was snow on the ground, I was washing cars in here, and I had an 8-foot fluorescent light that kept going out. So I finally got around to tearing it apart to see what kind of ballast that I needed for it. Turns out that a 8-foot T4 or T8 or whatever bulb it was, don't really care. It turns out that it was $50. So Home Depot wanted $50 for the ballast, and I said, well, there might be another option. So what I did was I picked up 2 LED shop lights from Rural King. They're 4,500 lumens, they're 4-foot shop lights. We're going to see how they compare directly to an 8-foot fluorescent. So I'm going to put it up in the exact same spot. So I hope that I can portray exactly how bright they are or the difference of the two directly on video right here today. So let's go ahead and see what kind of angle I can get so I can show you how much light each is putting off, and hopefully we'll get a good review out of them. So let's do that. Alright, so I decided to go with the Ultra Performance 4-foot LED light. This claims 4,500 lumens. I hope that these are on-off pull chain models. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just wire them, directly wire them. I'm going to not hang them from chains. I'm going to screw them directly into the ceiling of my garage. And so, you know, since I have OSB on the ceiling, I'm just going to screw them right into the beams above. And we're going to see exactly what a difference it is on camera. Hopefully I can portray it. So let's get started. Alright, so I thought maybe the best way for me to portray exactly how much light is giving off here is to sit directly underneath it. I'm sitting on a platform and directly in the middle of the 8-foot light. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to take the old light out. What I might do is roll the process and then we'll just speed it up, and I'm going to install the 2 4-foot LED sections and we're going to see what it looks like. Okay, so now that I've finished, it took me about 20, maybe 30 minutes. I ran into a couple snags. I had to put in an actual outlet because the light fixtures weren't, I couldn't figure out how to get them open. They were kind of stamped shut and they didn't have any screws to open them up. So one of the things that kind of sucks about the fixtures is I couldn't open them up to direct wire them and screw them directly into the ceiling. So I was messing with the chains and everything, and these little chintzy little chains that they hang on. Even though I put the screws in the exact same line all the way down, they were hanging different and they were cockeyed, and I had to mess with it for a little bit to get them straight. So they are kind of hanging on chains. I wish I could open them up, but I really didn't want to mess with them too much because they were brand new lights and you screw them up and they're 25 bucks a piece. So I said, they'll be fine hanging on the chain. So now I'm sitting in the exact same place I was before. I can't remember if the camera was exactly right where it is now, but this is the LED fixture. And then now look at the old fixture, the 8-foot fluorescent bulbs. So LED fixture and fluorescent bulb fixture. So I don't know, until I edit this video, I don't know exactly how it's going to look. I assume that these are brighter. They're more focalized. So they have a diffuser on them so you can really tell where the cutoff is. So if you ran these about 4 feet apart and ran them in your garage 4 feet apart, they have a nice good fan on them. They are pretty darn bright. So they do cast a shadow too. So the fluorescents, you don't have that shadow casting. And since the fluorescent didn't have a diffuser on it, then they were basically throwing light everywhere. So it's a little bit more focalized and focused, but I think they're a lot brighter. Now, I don't know if they truly are between the comparison, but I guess we'll find out when I go in to edit this video. But for the price of me replacing that ballast, I think this was a good upgrade. So I eventually want to go to LEDs for energy efficiency. So, you know, it's just one of those things like, this ballast that's crappy and that's always going to burn out and be a piece of crap and hum and all this junk. It gives me an excuse to get into the LED world. So eventually I'll jump over to all LEDs, or at least replace the bulbs with LEDs and not the fixture. So I don't know what the future will bring. I hope you stick around the channel. I hope you like this video and the comparison and little time lapse. If you got any comments, put them below in the comments. I'd love to interact with you. And as always, we'll see you again next time around.